Greetings, Benjamin J from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, still working on this button contactor, and this time I've applied it to a Marx plastic 7-inch car, and this is the result. Now, what I've done is I've used an aluminum knob, and it wasn't heavy enough, so I added a weight above it, which is basically, as you see, a Lionel steel wheel. I just opened the hole and I'm using it as a weight to weight that contactor. Now for ground, I'm using, as you see, steel wheels with the wire wrapped directly around the axle. And I've noticed that the silver wheels are much better conductors than the steel colored wheels. No idea why, but even after scraping these work better. So in any case, I've installed the contactor and a weight, wrapped the ground wire directly around the rear axle, as you see. Get this focused, there we go. Put this on the rail. Now this is just a standard 4-wheel plastic 7-inch car. And as you see, this works. This actually works really, really well. So this is going to be its first run on the rail. I just wanted to document this. I've been spending a lot of time on this, trying to find a really simple way to add power to these Marx plastic cars. So I've got it on the consist. Let's take this around and see how we do. So as you see, it runs flicker free, even on a 4-wheel plastic Marx car. No muss, no fuss. This works really, really well. Nice, bright, steady light. Only takes a minute to install it. And best of all, of course, is the fact that it works. So now, I've done this on Lionel plastic cars, Marx metal cars, and finally, Marx plastic cars. And like I said, these are standard 4-wheel cars. No trucks on them, just standard 4-wheel cars. And as you see, this works. It's really, really simple. And put it on the rail, and of course, it works. Virtually flicker free, as you see. So a really, really simple process to power virtually any car now, whether it's Lionel or Marx, whether it uses trucks or whether it uses 4 standard wheels. This works. It works really well. It's really simple and costs virtually nothing. This is all made out of parts out of the parts box, of course. So anyway, a way to add power to a standard Marx plastic 7-inch car with 4 wheels. Not even steel trucks, just plain 4 wheels. And as you see, it works. This works really well. So that contactor is made of aluminum, so it's really light. So I just added that steel wheel, it's a Lionel steel wheel above it, just to give it some weight, and it works absolutely perfectly. So a standard Marx 7-inch plastic car with 4 wheels. Not even steel trucks, not even plastic trucks. Plain old 4-wheel plastic car. And as you see, it works. It works really, really well. And so the ground wire is basically coming up holding the bulb itself. A nice flexible wire going over to the center post for the contactor. The contactor is riding directly on the 3rd rail. No muss, no fuss. This works. It's cheap. In fact, in this case, it's free. It's just made out of stuff out of the parts box. But it's really easy to do this. And best of all, of course, is the fact that you can now add power to tin litho, Lionel plastic, and now Marx plastic. Really, really simple, really straightforward, and best of all, it gives you a super bright, nice, flicker-free light on a plastic car. So it's a simple way to add power to virtually any car you want to power now. Tin litho, Lionel with steel trucks, and now Marx with plain old 4 wheels. This works. It works really, really well. It's really simple, costs nothing. And just wanted to do a follow-up video on this. It's a really simple application. And again, that contactor is riding directly on the third rail, supplying power directly to that light bulb, pulling ground through the two rear wheels. I just have a wire wrapped directly around that axle. And as I said, it works. It works absolutely perfectly. So just a follow-up video on this. I pretty much covered all the bases now. Tin litho, Lionel, and now Marx plastic. As you see, that is super bright, and it is flicker free all the way around the rail. This works really, really well. And the best part, of course, it's so simple to do it. And it will work with anything. Tin litho, Lionel plastic, and now Marx plastic with 4 wheels rather than steel trucks. So a really, really simple application. Only takes a minute to do this. As you see, it is just super simple. And best of all is the fact that it works. So a quick follow-up. Anyway, I'm pretty much through with my experiments. This works. So I want to do a quick video just to document it. This is the first time I've got it to work well on a Marx plastic car with 4 wheels. It works really well with steel trucks. And now it works really well with standard 7-inch plastic 4-wheel cars. Really, really simple. Nice, bright, flicker-free light. As you see. Anyway, just a follow-up video. So it's simple to build. It costs almost nothing. It's efficient. It'll last virtually forever. And best of all, it doesn't cost anything. The cost of that button contactor. And in this case, I'm just using a piece of aluminum. So I just wanted to do a quick video on this. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email. BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.